Everyone, thanks so much for joining me. I just wanted to talk with you about having gratitude, being thankful, appreciating what we already have. Recently I was watching a movie, and in the movie, a young man, some pretty bad things befell him, and in the movie, he ended up finding out something tragic that happened to him. And he had a second chance um, to figure out what it was that happened to him, and then sort of really appreciate his life and the people that loved him. Um, and so I think it's really important for us to focus, because I think in um, our culture and around the world, actually, there's so much focus on the negative, on the bad, on doom and gloom and sad and down and low, and you know it's it's really important, I think, for us to encourage each other to focus on and to focus on um, the good things that are in our lives, instead of focusing on the person who isn't there. What about the person who is there? Instead of focusing on the negative, what about focusing on the positive? And I know that sometimes it can be very challenging because of the experiences that many people go through, because the people that have rejected them because of their parents haven't supported their dreams, and there's so many things. But I think it's so important for us to try to focus more on, what about the people who do support our dreams? What about the people who do try to lift us up? What about the people that do encourage us? What about the wins? What about the positive things that have happened to us? What about the positive things that continue to happen to us? And I think so much, there's so much focus on the negative that we forget sometimes to focus on the positive. When we shift our focus and we start thinking about, wait a minute, even though this thing might not have worked out the way I thought it should, in the end, it was the best thing for me, because I met this person or I did this thing and I had, one of the greatest experiences. And I never would have had it if that wouldn't have happened. So I think just changing the way that we think about things is really important. And again, being grateful for what we already have, appreciating the people around us, the people that care about us, the things that do work in our lives, and keeping with, the law of attraction, law of, assumption, and many of the spiritual laws. What we focus our attention on tends to grow. And if we can focus our attention more on the good things, the positive things, the things that help us, those things can grow. And when we do that, the more they grow, the more, this positive energy grows and becomes bigger in our lives. And hopefully we focus more on that than we do on the negative stuff, the stuff that's sad and down. Um, and of course, I encourage people to have a balanced experience, because sometimes, if you lose a loved one, say, or, something happens, it's not unusual to feel sad, to feel down, to feel low, and to really honor your feelings. But I think also the other part of that can be, or another part of that can be, well, we have these amazing memories, and that's why we're sad, because we lost the person that we had these amazing memories with, that touched our hearts, that lifted us up and lifted our spirits and was really a rock for us. There are so many roles that they played in our lives. And so I think, if we can think of it that way and keep shifting, keep working to shift our perspective on the things that are happening in our lives, and I think we can get to a better place little by little. And it takes practice because we're so used to, so many of us are used to, focusing on the negative. And, we're encouraged TV, radio, um, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, and so on to focus on the negative, the tragedies, the bad things that have happened, so many things. Instead of that, if we just continue to focus on the positives, on the things that are uplifting, encouraging, funny, fun, exciting, loving, caring, kind, we can continue to grow those things. And then those things can hopefully become bigger in other people's lives as well as it becomes bigger in our lives. Because when the light shines from us, it shines so brightly. This is important, to think about, and this is something that I'll probably do another video on because I think this topic is important. Just considering the things that happen to other people, we feel that too. We share a mind. When people say common sense, that's no joke. It really is common sense, common understanding, common thoughts, common feelings, common knowing, common ideas, inventions, and all these things. Um, and so by appreciating more of what we have, I think it helps other people to do the same, because the energy, we are a part of each other when it comes to the spiritual. And since we are connected with each other, we do feel, each other's energies and things. And so if we could put that energy out there to focus on the things that are good, uplifting, positive, loving, caring, kind, those things can, be felt by others as well. And I think that's really important. So what we want to put out there is, hopefully, I know that I do. I want to put out there something good for someone else as well. Um, and I hope that this becomes contagious, that people want to focus more on the positive because others can feel it and benefit from it as well. I think with what has been going on with COVID-19, that so many people have been feeling, um, separated, alone, isolated. And I think that has been felt by a lot of different people as well. Um, and, I've talked about my experiences, some of my experiences as a twin flame, in being able to feel other people's feelings and think their thoughts and things like that. And I think one of the things is that feeling of, for a lot of people, that they're alone. But this cannot be farther from the truth because we are connected. And as such, hopefully, we can feel that, as we connect with others, others can feel that, that might not be connecting as often. And so I think this is important. And again, I'll probably create another video about that, but I thought it was important to mention in this one. And so that's what I wanted to talk with you about this evening the most. But I thank you again for joining me, and just, encouraging everyone to focus on the good things and be grateful for the good things in our lives, and continue to put your attention, time, energy into those things so that they can continue to grow, not just for you, but for everyone, for the earth, for the multiverse, they call it. I think it can benefit so many beings in a positive way. So, all right, that's it for me for now. I thank you again for joining me. Look forward to hearing about your experiences with this, with focusing on the things that are uplifting and positive, encouraging, loving, and kind, and also considering that we are experiencing other people's feelings and thoughts, and you know, and I think it can be a good thing if we focus our attention and energy on the things that are good so that that can spread. All right. I will see you again soon. Happy manifesting. And, I hope to bring you another video with some helpful information soon. Okay. And love you and see you next time. Bye.